Hello everyone, how are you? Magali Santiago from Home and Careers. I'm going to do another recipe from the Caribbean islands. I found this recipe from Panama, and it's Salchichas Guisada con Arroz. So this is basically it's stewed sausage, which the sausage that's used in this recipe is Vienna sausage, and some white rice. And it's so cool. I really got attracted to this recipe. Why? Because when I was a kid, my mom would make this exact meal for us when we were kids, and we used to love it. And it's a very simple meal. It's inexpensive to make, and I think your kids would really enjoy it, along with anybody else that's in your family. So I already have some water boiling for the rice. So there are 2 cups of water in here. I'm gonna put like a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to pour 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I think 2 tablespoons and a half went in there because I love the taste of coconut oil in white rice, friends. I love it. So as I have been doing this little theme for our cooking classes, I have been telling my friends that I have been learning a little bit about the country and the dishes and the similarities and the origin that they have, that they a lot of them are attributed to our African ancestors. So this is Salchichas Guisada. This one might have like maybe a bit of another country. I'm not familiar with where this one is, where this one dates back to. But I've got that. I'm going to let it boil a little bit. And while that water is going to come to a little bit of a boil, I already washed a cup of rice. And I have the pan here. This pan is going to be for our Vienna sausage. Now for the sausage, I'm also going to use a little bit of coconut oil to stir fry the ingredients that's going to go in it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of coconut oil, and I'm also going to use a little bit of tomato paste, but not just yet. I have bell peppers all cut up. I have been mentioning in some of my recipes that I did them today, that I was in need of green bell peppers, but when I went to this little small store, they didn't have the green ones. But I do have the other peppers, which is red, the orange. I have onion, and this is what we're going to incorporate into our salchichas guisadas. So that's what this recipe is called. This would be my last dish of the Caribbean islands. I'm going to add that in there. I cut the onions in little rings. It looks so pretty when you do salchichas guisada, because I remember when I was a kid, my mom would make this for us, and I used to love to eat the onion rings when they were like nice and well cooked in the mixture. I'm just gonna let it start to come to a simmer and start to heat up. So yeah, so this is going to be really nice. This water is starting to show like it's starting to get hot. Yeah. I'm trying to dissolve the salt. I use Himalayan salt. I love the Himalayan salt. I like it more than the other type of salt, the white salt. This one, you don't need to use a lot of it. And I think the foods have a much better taste with this. So now I'm going to add the rice. I'll throw the rice in there. And we're going to let it boil. Usually takes like 30 minutes boiling until this water evaporates, right? And then once it evaporates, we're going to cover it. It's going to taste good with that coconut oil. It gives it like a little touch, right? A little touch of the Caribbean flavor when you use coconut oil. So trying to get this going. Oh, it would have been going had I turned it on, friends. I didn't even have it on. I thought I did. So all this time I thought I had it on. So right now I'm just going to move it around, make sure that it gets coated with coconut oil. Move it, move it. Just enjoy the pretty colors. I mentioned before in one of my other videos that cooking is relaxing for me. I've been doing recipes I've never attempted to do before. The Salchichas Guisada, I had them when I was a kid, but I maybe had done it once in my 33 years of marriage. I've probably done it only once in my home. I have always done the Vienna sausages mixed in the rice. Instead of putting beans in the rice and having rice and beans, it would be salchichas con arroz. It would be Vienna sausage with rice all combined together, which is a really good meal as well. And it's inexpensive, as I said. And sometimes, you know, you need to feed your children, you're in a rush, things are a little expensive, and this is a good meal for them. And you mix it all, you know, do it all in one pot and you're done. You don't have to do them separate. I'm trying to get it to start simmering. I'm finally starting to hear it sizzle. Finally. So I am looking forward to this summer. I'm hoping that it'll be a good summer for me. I won't be working this summer, so I'm trying to see what kind of things I would want to do now that we're a little bit more free. We're not as confined because of COVID. You know, and to see what can I find to do. I have my shots, so I have more options open. What I would like to do, I don't know. Would I like to visit restaurants? I don't think so, because during this confinement, right, a lot of us tended to put a couple of extra pounds on. So I think I may do like a lot more walking and start to like change some of what I eat so that I could slowly get my health back. I know a lot of us, you know, we weren't able to really have doctor's appointments or dental appointments, health appointments in general. Everything was virtual. It's not the same as going in and getting checked thoroughly. You know, there was all those fears. But now, this summer is going to be a good summer for many of us. Okay, so it's starting to sizzle. You can hear it. Yes, friends. And it's going to start to cook these awesome little veggies. I'm going to put that to the side. Lost one of my little bell peppers. So yes, it is cooking amazingly. Yes, you can just hear it. Children love Vienna sausages. My granddaughter says she loves it. I had told her that she could have one. They can be eaten like right out of the can. So they're great for quick snacks when you're in a rush, like I said before. Okay, so it's starting to like get a little softer. They're getting there, they're getting there. I want them to get a little more wilted, a little more softer, so that I could start to add a little bit of the tomato paste. And I think what I'm going to do is put the tomato paste, which I should have done. I'm going to put a tablespoon of the tomato paste, but I'm going to put it in a little bit of water and mix it in. So I have the water. And I'm going to put the tablespoon in there. And I want to just mix it up a little bit because it'll blend in better. It won't stay like chunky and you have to like push it in and try to move it around. I mean, you do it here and it starts to get a nice consistency. As you can see, little by little, there's still a couple of pieces. You press it against the side, get it all nice and even. There we go. And I'm starting to smell this. Yep. They're looking great. So I'm going to add this in. Yep, you add that in there. I'm going to mix it around a little bit. For the Vienna sausage, the salchicha guisada, you just need a little bit of the black pepper. You could put cilantro in it if you'd like. If you have picky children or picky grandchildren that don't like little green things in their in their food, I wouldn't add it. But if it's for yourself, you know, it would be great. I'm putting some black pepper. I'm gonna add just a touch of salt because sometimes, you know, some of these little sausages can already have salt in it, so you don't want it to taste salty. There we go. It's looking great. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. So to this, I'm going to add my sausages. I have 4 little cans of Vienna sausage. You can cut them up if you like, but when you're doing this type of dish, they look kind of prettier when they're like whole. I think they look prettier, fancier, I should say. And you mix, and you mix, and you see how simple this recipe is, friends. It doesn't take a lot. You just mix it and make sure that they just absorb that flavor. You can add more sauce to it. You know, you can make the mixture a little bit more saucy. That's what stew is, right? So this, I'm going to cover it. Whoops. I am the most noisiest cook ever. I'm going to cover that. I'm always, when I go to get something, I'm always dropping something, or I don't know. That's me. So I just knocked something over. I don't even know what it was. Okay, so my rice is starting to also start to come to a little boil. Once that water disappears, I am going to also cover that. And like I said, it's going to be great combination for grandchildren or children to eat. I think they would love it. Yep. Great, great, great. Yeah, this is starting to simmer. You cover it. The reason you cover it is to make sure that you have it absorb all those flavors together. And I'm almost done with this rice. It's still a little, there's still a little water. The idea is to make sure that it evaporates, right? And then you cover it. Alrighty, okay. There's like I hear like a TV or something. I don't know what that is. But if you hear that in the background, friends, that's because I have little ones here that are with me today. So now it's time to cover the rice. There we go. Cover the rice. We're almost, see how simple that is? Almost at the end of this recipe. That is simmering. So I'd say I would let it simmer maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Vienna sausage is a type of sausage. If you let it cook too long, they kind of get fat and they kind of pop. You know, so you don't want them to get to that point, because if you go to serve them, you want them to look nice. So I want to take a look, and I want to just mix it again one more time. Turn it around, and oh, things keep popping. You know, I would get a bigger pan. My pan that I picked for this is a little too small, and I keep losing some of my little ingredients in here. But I would say that this is all done the way it looks. All the onions and the peppers are all nice and soft, and the sausage is not like super big and swollen. And so now you cover it, you shut it off, and you are done. Okay, excuse me, let me pick up what I dropped. Alrighty, friends, I picked up what I dropped. It was the little plastic bowl. So I'm gonna take and leave it to this point, my friends. I'm gonna wait for the rice to finish cooking. I have done rice before on my videos, and white rice is a simple basic rice. And what I've been doing is I post them to Facebook, but what I really do is they're actually going into a Padlet for a school, and then I add the dish completed in a picture. So that's what I've been doing, and I move them into something called a Padlet for the classroom. For those of you that, if you may see this on YouTube, because I've been putting it up to YouTube and then transferring them into these little Padlets for the students and family members that are following us for this program that we're doing. It's a summer program that we're doing, and it's cooking and learning all kind of good stuff like that. I open the rice once because I like to move it around at one time, and then I cover it and I just let it sit. So later in the Padlet, you will see the finished dish together on a plate with the name of the country that it came from in the Caribbean island, and just a little bit about, you know, the connections and the similarities For example, I mentioned that when I was a kid, my mom made this, we used to make this dish when we were kids. She'd make it this way, and she'd also make it with sausages in the rice. So I got to experience both. So my country is Puerto Rico, so this dish, I'm sure other Latin countries have done it as well. I am aware of Panama because I've seen um, some beautiful people from Panama making this dish, and they did say that it was a dish that that they would eat as well. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope to get some comments from you. You tell me how you liked it. If you tried it for your children or your grandchildren, please put the comments up in the pad and let me know. I'm interested in hearing from you. Thank you so much, and you have a great day. Bye.